Back from the break, Rams, I'm Alec Erickson, filling in for Nicole Hines. Here's what you might have missed this weekend. With a Starbucks found on almost every block in the United States, it never occurred to me that other areas were lacking in the coffee industry. While there is a presence of this company in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, one place that Starbucks has yet to reach is Italy. But recently, the coffee chain has come to say that they have plans to open up their first Starbucks in Milan in early 2017. The Italian developer, Percassi, is going to own and run the store. In the United States, the store gained popularity very quickly. That's been a challenge in the UK, and the company is hoping that opening the store will be successful. But with all the Italian cafes, I'm sure that Starbucks is going to have a run for their money. Colorado's driver license are getting a makeover in the next few months. Here are the new cards that are going to be more colorful, showing sniffles, which is a 14er located in San Juan Mountains that are between Ouray and Telluride. They're going to be full of new security features, including a star in the top right corner showing that the cardholder agrees to the Federal Real ID Act, which is having the cardholder's information laser engraved on them. These new designs are only being distributed as part of a pilot program in Littleton, Aurora, and Frisco DMV offices. If you still have one of the old license permits or IDs, there's no need to worry. You can still continue to use them until they expire. These cards are so much prettier than the previous ones, and I, for one, cannot wait until the new cards roll out. Casting news has finally been made with Stephen King's The Dark Tower movies. The Dark Tower is a series of books that King wrote over the course of a few decades and considers it to be his Lord of the Rings. The movies have been through a roller coaster of a production, and finally, the main character and villain have been cast. Idris Elba has been confirmed as the gunslinger, and Matthew McConaughey as the mysterious Man in Black. This is one movie series to keep an eye out for the next few years. But on the movie news you might actually care about. If you've been living under the rock for the past week or so, you might have missed the Oscars this weekend. And yes, it finally happened. Leonardo DiCaprio got his gold statue, and the world is back on the right course. Now, before I break down all the winners, I have an Oscar of my own right here to give out. Last week, I asked all of my anchors who they thought would win Best Picture, Actor in a Leading Role, Actress in a Leading Role, and Best Director. The one anchor who predicted the most winners would win the Oscar. Let's see how they did. First off, we have the Best Picture. The winner was Spotlight, and it was a hotly contested category. Only 16% of the anchors correctly predicted that this would win. Being the journalists we are, how could we not be excited about this movie? Next up, we have Actor in a Leading Role. And as we all know, Leo already won this one, and the internet exploded. Surprisingly enough, every single anchor voted for Leo. But really, who else would this go to? If it went to anyone, literally anyone else, then there might have been riots in the street. Of course, we can't forget about the ladies, who just killed it this year. This one was hotly contested, and the winner was Brie Larson for her performance in Room. But how could we forget about her role in Trainwreck? Oh, that's right, because most of you probably didn't even know she was in Trainwreck. Anyway, only 66% of my anchors predicted that she would win. Everyone else thought Jennifer Lawrence would win. For the last category, we have Best Director, and for the first time in over 65 years, we have someone who won this award in back-to-back years. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The director for Birdman and now The Revenant, Alejandro González Iñárritu, took this one in another tightly contested year. Only 50% of my anchors thought he should have won, while the other 50 thought George Miller should have won for directing Mad Max Fury Road. Well, Mad Max did clean up on all the technical awards this weekend. Maybe now George Miller can go back and make Babe the Pig free. But that's just a thought. So who won the Oscar for CTV this year? I know most of you are on the edge of your seat, and those of you at home doing the math, it was a very close one. But we do have one winner. The Oscar goes to Neil Denman. But unfortunately, Neil isn't here to accept the award, so I will accept it on his behalf. Well, it looks like that is all the time we have for CTV. Make sure to tune in to CTV News tomorrow night at 7 or on thecollegian.com. Thank you for watching, and have a great night, everybody.